Hello and welcome back to our channel. From Harden's clutch tray against the Clippers to Shaq's thunderous dunks breaking the blackboard. This is Hooper, and today we've compiled a list of NBA plays you must see to believe. This is going to be a fun one, so without further ado, let's get right into it. Sure, NBA players are mad skilled, making it easy for them to pull off terrific things when they're out of the court. But sometimes they do stuff that's so crazy that it leaves us awestruck. James Harden's threes versus the Clippers. Let's kick things off with one of the best shots of Harden's career. The Rockets and Clippers were going back and forth when they met in November of 2019, but the Beard sealed the game with his unreal triple over both Paul George and Pat Bev. Sheesh! Not only did he hit Bev with a mean cross, but he drained the shot despite two of the best defenders in the league jumping at him. Not to mention, they came crashing into James the second he released the shot. Steph Curry is behind the back move against the Clippers. Harden isn't the only person to embarrass the Clippers. After all, Chef Curry's done it on quite a few occasions as well. I mean, how can anyone forget the time he split the Clippers defense with a sick behind the back move before stepping back for the tray?
Curry splits the defense behind the back, fires a three. Oh, he puts it in! What a spectacular move!
Everyone's jaw dropped when they saw him do it, cause it didn't make sense for a dude to make that look so effortless. Steph Curry breaks Chris Paul's ankles. Almost a month after that sick behind-the-back move against the Clippers, the Chef treated fans to another unbelievable play when he crossed Chris Paul so hard that he got his ankles broken big time. Damn! Curry made the point God touch earth, and he added insult to injury by crashing in on the midday. Allen Iverson's crossover on Michael Jordan. Now let's talk about the time the greatest of all time got put on skates by a rookie. Despite not having much experience under his belt, Allen Iverson hit Michael Jordan with one of the cleanest crossovers you'll ever see. Not only did Al manage to cross his airness, but he even converted on the spot, leaving everyone beyond amazed. After all, a rookie crossing and saucing an all-time great in his prime is unheard of. Offensive highlights are fun and all, but now it's time for some defense. Remember the time Javale McGee chose to be a menace and snatched the ball when Wesley Matthews tried to dunk it? I mean, just getting a block on a dunk attempt is impressive, but snatching it with one hand like that is ridiculous. And the moment was made even better by the cold stare Javale gave Matthews after the snatch. Ja Morant's two-handed block. Javale's block was insane, but at the end of the day, it's got nothing on Ja Morant's two-handed block. Unlike McGee, who doesn't have a height advantage, so instead he made use of his insane vertical to fly high for the rejection. Man, oh man, how did he do that?
Avery Bradley with the deflection against Bang! Oh, Morant! What an incredible block!
Nobody could believe what they saw, cause you've never seen anybody block a shot like that. Vince Carter's dunk at Frederick Weiss. We've also never seen a dunk quite like Vince Carter's dunk of death from the 2000 Olympics. I mean, VC jumped over the 7'2" French giant Frederick Weiss like it was nothing. We all knew Carter had mad hops, but he really stepped it up a notch at one of the grandest stages. The crowd went wild, and I don't blame them. It's not often that we get to see such electrifying plays happen. LeBron's dunk on Jason Terry. LeBron James has had numerous memorable dunks of his own, but his greatest one is easily that ferocious poster on Jason Terry's head. It was so vicious that people edited Terry's Wikipedia page to show the date of this game as the day he died. The NBA has no shortage of posters, but this might be the greatest one we've ever witnessed, because he straight up baptized Jason. Though, as great as so many of these players are, there have been numerous others that were even more unbelievable. I'm talking sick buzzer beaters, game winners, as well as clutch triples in the playoffs. Be sure to stick around so you don't miss out. LeBron's game-tying three against the Wizards. We've seen King James do some crazy things throughout his illustrious career, but banking a turnaround shot from beyond the arc to tie the game is just unbelievable. Talk about having that dog in you. I mean, there was so much pressure on him in that situation, yet he still drilled such a difficult shot with ease. Not to mention, the Cavs went on to win the game, and it was all thanks to James activating beast mode as he usually does. Derek Fisher's game winner. The 2004 Western Conference semis were a series to remember, especially because fans were treated to one of the most ridiculous game winners in league history. It's been ages since this crazy shot, but fans still aren't over what he managed to do. I mean, just getting a shot off with 0.4 seconds left is commendable, but draining the shot for the win on top of that, that's next level. Steph Curry's half-court shot versus Boston. Speaking of being next level, Chef Curry's in a league of his own when it comes to draining half-court shots like they're nothing but getting the steal. Then sinking a half-court shot's just outrageous. Yet he did exactly that. Sheesh, Steph sure knows how to silence a crowd. Steph Curry's 62-foot shot. Making half-court shots with ease is one thing, but doing it from 62 feet out is almost unheard of, unless you're Steph Curry, that is. The distance was insane itself, but the fact that he got such a deep shot in less than a second had me going crazy, especially since it was the playoffs. Though at the same time, if there's anybody who can do it, it's the Chef. Jeremy Lamb's game winner versus Toronto. While Steph's hit numerous buzzer-beating half-court shots, they were never game winners. But when Jeremy Lamb made one of those shots, he led the Hornets to an unlikely W. Everybody thought it was over for Charlotte once the Raps got the deflection, and you could even see Kemba Walker turn away in frustration as Lamb heaved the shot, but in the end he somehow hit nothing but net. Isaiah Ryder's circus shot from deep. And now we're going to take a closer look at one of the best circus shots in NBA history, when Isaiah Ryder made something out of nothing and gave us a moment to remember. This shot makes no sense, because how on earth did he drain a no-look three while falling out of bounds? This is the type of stuff you'd expect to see in a movie like Space Jam, but Ryder did it live on TV. What's more, this was back when three-point shots weren't too common, so in those days a shot like this was unheard of. Devin Harris's game winner. If you love circus shots, we've got another one for you, but this time it was a game winner. Devin Harris shocked the NBA world in 2009 with this shot from half court, cause it had no business going straight into the rim. Come on now, how did he even get the ball back in his hands after the deflection, let alone get the shot off? And forget about all that, how did he make a shot like that from so deep? We'll never know. But I guess when the basketball gods are on your side, anything's possible. Shaq breaks the backboard. That said, the most unbelievable play was the time Shaquille O'Neal dunked the ball so hard, he broke the entire backboard. Yeah, you heard that right. And get this, he didn't just do it once during NBA games, but he did it twice. On top of that, he even broke one during his college days and once during practice. The side of the Big Diesel dunking so hard that the entire rim and backboard broke is the definition of a moment you need to see to believe. Shaq was so OP that the NBA needed to introduce new rims and backboards so that he'd stop breaking them. What's more, there's more footage of O'Neal breaking backboards than there is of him shooting threes, and that's pretty crazy if you ask me. On that note, we'll wrap up today's video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Hooper, because there will be more awesome videos coming every week.